Hi, I'm Natasha Fagali for Plugged In, and I'm on location at the Serbian Center for Melissa McCormick's fundraising event, The Queen's Daughter. Inspirational speaker Melissa McCormick is a counselor, an Athena Award winner, and best-selling author of The Queen's Daughter. And she is living proof on how to survive a violent sexual assault and live life to its fullest.
Well, it started 5 years ago when it became a necessity to start fundraising for the program that I offer to sexual assault victims. And for years, I would say probably at least 8 years, I funded it myself. And I just couldn't afford to do that anymore. So now I fundraise, and it pays for the program because we don't charge for our services.
And tell us a bit more about your program. What does your program do, and who does it help?
Okay. I have a specific training program that I use for sexual assault victims that is not only based on professional psychological things that I learned over the years through all the many counselors that I've seen, but also things that personally were successful for me. And that is a change of thinking. I teach victims how to think differently because it's ultimately the same with everyone. There's shame involved, there's guilt, depression, anxiety, always blaming yourself. I turn that around and I help them through a process to think differently and to not blame themselves and to find out their authentic self and to really tune into their feelings and to own those feelings.
To familiarize yourself and support Melissa's cause, you can purchase both The Queen's Daughter and Thick Skin, as well as visit her YouTube channel to see the film Determined. How do you find that your program and that everything you're doing coincides with the Me Too movement?
I absolutely think the Me Too movement is the most wonderful thing that's ever happened because victims are finding their voice. They're finding their strength to come out, to speak out about what happened to them. And I'm a part of that movement in the sense that locally, people are coming to me for help. Currently, I'm working with 22 victims of crime right now. Currently, that's just me. Now, I have never, up until this year, had a waiting list. I have 7 people on a waiting list. Now, the people that are on that list do get to email me, but they won't have set appointments where they can come and talk. So, unfortunately, they're just going to have to wait until there's room. I can only do so much. But that makes fundraising even more important because, there's a lot of expense involved in spending full-time hours helping victims. So, but the Me Too movement, it's strength. It's women coming together, helping other women. It's a voice that is I never imagined in my lifetime I would see such courage in women. I love it.
Melissa, can you tell us who is the face of the Me Too movement?
Now, in Windsor, most of the people that are coming forward at this point now, my client in particular, is a woman who's usually between the age of, say, 35 and 55 or older, who was sexually assaulted at a much younger age, but never had the courage or even had they wanted to repress their memories, pretending that it didn't happen. And then as you get older, you realize that you have to do the work. And so these women, seeing the Me Too movement on the media constantly, are finding the courage to do that now. So regardless of what you went through and when you went through it, you have to do the work, and they're recognizing that.
Just in the last year, Melissa McCormick has received 2,886 letters from victims or their families who posed questions dealing with ongoing struggles as a result of sexual assault, abuse, or harassment. This total has more than doubled from the year before. To support Melissa and her cause, to help victims of sexual assault, you can purchase the Warrior Bead bracelets. They're sold in stores and on the website. All of the money will go towards helping victims of sexual assault for counseling and other services.